Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts. Back on the Just-A-Scrappin design team, which I'm very excited about. I had to step away for a month or so. Just got too busy with school ending and you know the story. Anyway, I'm very excited about it. And the first card that I'm going to be making, the criteria, it sounds so official, doesn't it? The criteria. Use a favorite template, like using a Big Shot, Cuttlebug, etc. Anything goes, but add a few buttons. Now, with the cards I'm going to be making now and in the next week or so, I'm also going to be including them in the Operation Right Home box that I'm sending off. And I sent off 66 cards last month, so didn't do too bad. Now, I have a question for all of you. Do you prefer to see my videos as like start to finish? And what I mean by that is, for example, I have the cardstock here that I'm going to be cutting and showing you how I do that. And then, well, long story short, most of the time I pre-cut everything. So I'm wondering if, you know, generally everybody likes to see the start to finish, like how I use my Big Shot and how I would use my Cricut or my Silhouette, or, you know, if you like lengthy ones, or if you just like to see it how it's put together after the design is already done. So anyway, for this one, it's going to be half and half, because I kind of started it and then I figured I didn't really have a specific idea in mind. This is really good cardstock, by the way. I think it's 110 pound weight, and I lucked out because I got it at Michael's, and they don't have that kind of stuff there very often, so I grabbed it right up. All right, so this is going to be a A2 size card, which is 5.5 by 4.25. And if you have an 8.5 by 11, you're just going to cut it, you know, measure your 5.5 and just kind of cut it. So that's going to kind of put it right down the middle. And then I just go into the 4.25 and then I score it. That's what I like about this Stampin' Up! Trimmer, because it has a score blade, I guess you could call it, and also a regular blade. Okay, so that's my base, my card base. My hair, oh my gosh, I'm going bald, people. Alright, so the next layer, I'm going to make just a tiny bit smaller than this, and I went with the cream because it's kind of more like this color in here. So let's trim that up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and make that 5.25. This is paper from My Mind's Eye by 4. I just used my score blade. I meant to do that. Just kidding. Okay. And that's going to be the layer just like that. And then I pre-cut this, and I used a Spellbinders die. And this is the whole entire set here. And I was trying to find the original cover to this, but I couldn't. But I'm 99.9% sure it's Spellbinders. So I'm going to put that in the middle, and this is My Mind's Eye paper as well. And then I'm going to go to the Big Shot and cut out my next little Big Shot image. But first, I'm going to grab my, now, you know, long time ago when I started, not long time, but a while back when I started card making and scrapbooking, I had these funky ways of storing my stuff. Like, okay, put it in a baggie. There you go, Kim. Anyway, so I don't know for sure. This is probably something like Hero Arts, or let's see if it has anything on the back. But like I said, it's been a long time, so I don't remember. A long time to me is a week. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So I'm going to stamp the image first. I'm using Heidi Swapp archival ink, and I want to get some of this in here because I liked that little pattern right there. It kind of goes with the paper. And when you're using these kind of dies, you want to go ahead and stamp your image first, because then you can use your magnetic platform and lay your image like this and then run it through, and then this will stick on it and you can have a nice clean cut. So I'm going to go over here to the side of my table do the cut and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I cut that off the Big Shot using this die cut, and that's going to go on my card as well. Now, this is going to be a cute and simple card. I've got these really cute colored, blue colored, well, they're cute too, buttons that I'm going to lay out here and kind of pick and choose which ones I think I might want. This is like a teal color. Okay, so that would be really pretty. And if I can have something that's smaller, that would be great, but it does not look like I have anything smaller. Okay, so let's put that together. I might go with maybe a lighter blue, and then I would have a smaller button. No, I don't like that. Okay, we're going to go with the teal. All these buttons that I can't... Oh, look at these little ones. That's what I want. I'm going to do 3 of these little ones. Now, before I package this into the Operation Right Home, I have to make sure that we're allowed to put buttons on. So I'll go into their guidelines and make sure that's okay to do. Now, I also want to put this really cute twine on here. So I'm thinking of wrapping it underneath the entire set here once I get it together, and I'll just do like a little knot on the right. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue down this on top of here. That looks pretty even. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take my twine. Now I also pulled out my light blue jute, but I'm going to just use this. I like the colors of this. Let's go ahead and wrap this around a couple times. I can get that picked up. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave a lengthy amount. I'm going to say like 6 inches so that it'll help so I can tie my bow. And what do you say, 3 times? 3 times seems to be the right number. And not so concerned about taping or gluing on the front, but I will go ahead and I bought this recently. I'm not too sure if I like it, but I'll use it for this purpose to kind of anchor it. Oops. I'm going to roll that down right on top of it. The back of that paper is cute too. Alright, so pull it over here to the side. I may have got it a little uneven, so I might end up doing a knot. Me and my bow tying. I wonder if I take this one out. No, it would be this one. No, I'm just going to leave it. We'll make it work. And I will pop up this little love thing too. Yeah, I was so excited to see that Operation Right Home, her name is Sandy, that is the person who takes care of all that. She posted one of my cards on Operation Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh. I felt so honored and just such a cool thing to have happen. It's just neat. I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to pop this up, and I'm looking on my desk. I don't see that I have my, there it is. And let's put 2 strips. And I'm going to use glue dots to put my buttons down, because I want them to be as flush against the paper as possible. Like I said, I have to check the guidelines. I'm not sure if we're allowed to use buttons on the Operation Right Home. So let's bring that down like that. I don't want to cover up that bow. Now, if you're like me, it bugs me that the little tails keep popping up. So there's a way to tie your bow so it doesn't do that. In addition, you can use little glue dots. Now, I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to use my glue dots. These are minuscule by Zots. To put my 3 buttons right down at the bottom. And I'm trying to see where they're at here because they're kind of incognito into the paper. You know the old saying, 3 is a charm, right? Okay, just so you know, glue dots stick really well to your acrylic nails. I know you were wondering that. I gave you that information that you couldn't live without. You know, another way to do this is to make sure you don't wear acrylic nails so you can actually function when you're making cards. Just kidding. Just put the button up against the glue dot was the point I was trying to make. And my other one is hiding. Got it. Again, I'm trying to find the sticky part. There's one. And right there. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on our card base. Just making sure everything's on there the way I like it. Alright, glue, where are you? So, just to recap, this is my card that I'm making for Just-A-Scrappin design team. And I'll give you all the information on that if you'd like to go over, check that out. That was my very first design team that I had ever been on. I'm pushing it down, but I'm making sure the glue doesn't squeeze out at the same time. By the way, I had done a video asking people if anybody had ever used one of these. Wow. Brilliant, brilliant thing that they came up with. Whoever that is. Okay, so there's my little card. My little love card, and with my baker's twine, and the colors are so cute. Alright, thanks all for watching, and happy to respond to your comments. Thanks so much. Have a great day.